Finally, the hype begins! I've got a lot of news on Sonic Movie 2! The filming in Hawaii is finally beginning! And I've got a bunch of cool scoops and behind-the-scenes stuff for that. And of course, unless stated otherwise, this video is spoiler-free because I'm just as excited as you for this movie. There's a lot to cover, and with all the Sonic Colors Ultimate and Sonic Rangers news, I'm excited for a nice change of pace with Sonic Movie 2, and hopefully some news on Netflix's Sonic Prime very soon. So before we get into it all, like and subscribe! It's an easy and free way to support the #1 source of all Sonic news, so why not? And if you truly do love me, you'd hit the bell as well. Now let's just get into it. So, it's being reported that Jim Carrey is not coming to Hawaii, as he has no scenes there. And while some people wonder why Robotnik won't be joining them, I think this adds up perfectly with what we know and makes total sense. A while ago, they put out some copyright patent boring human stuff, and it included that the real reason they are going to Hawaii is to get away from Green Hills, confirming my vacation theory from the last Sonic Movie 2 video. Their official listing blatantly states that Sonic is staying in Green Hills while Maddie and Tom go on vacation in Hawaii. So yeah, it's not Angel Island as many thought it would be. 100% confirmed. And here's something interesting that ties directly into that. They are currently building a wedding set. Now, I'm not sure who for. Could be some background characters or maybe even a flashback sequence, as it was subtly hinted in the first movie, but Tom and Maddie are more than your average couple. They're married. Personally, I just thought they were dating, and apparently a lot of people in the Sonic Show Discord thought that as well. But the facts don't care about your feelings. They're married.
Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the greatest and most attractive characters ever thought up.
So, here's where the mystery begins. There's some info that loosely suggests Sonic will be crashing in Hawaii at some point.
Don't worry. It's gonna be over.
Which would point reason as to why it looks like there's this random avalanche, but the area around it doesn't even look like it's been affected at all. I have two possibilities for this. So, either there's going to be a massive amount of snow that comes through Sonic's portal ring, or the background's going to be done in CGI post-production. And they just filmed what they had to for that. We know they are filming in a few various spots in Utah, so it's possible Sonic or even Tails teleport out of someplace covered in snow, and this is the direct effect of that. And update. While working on this, we got a clip that I'm just gonna show and then explain what's going on, because there's a lot. And yes, as always, Jaden was right, so smash subscribe and like if you're big brain, and let's just play the clip.
For legal reasons, I had to remake it, so I spent 5 minutes in MS Paint law.
Future Jaden here. So, while editing this video, I processed the audio for clarity and was captioning and was able to subtly hear a mention of magical emeralds. Now, we don't know anything about this or their context, as this is the first time hearing of it, but rest easy, as this is not a spoiler, just like Knuckles being in the movie. Something literally everyone reported on. So, we don't know who has them, or even what their power here is in this world. So there's a lot to discover. And two smaller channels got a violation for this clip, which I'll talk about towards the end of the video, as it's a serious battle against fair use on YouTube for all news outlets, including me. Actually, especially me, as I am the #1 source of all Sonic news. Smash like and subscribe. Regardless, there's much more to cover. So this hype all started when we saw James Marsden check into the Four Seasons Total Landscaping. They started filming just a day or so after landing, and a lot of people are speculating that they started early, but I don't know. These films are on tight schedules, so if they did start early, it would only be 1 or 2 days. But since they have to pay and fly out cameramen, audio, makeup, gaffers, etc., they are on a very tight and strict schedule. And to get a scope of how big this production is, here's a couple pics that show truly how large the scale of this operation is. So this is likely on schedule since we don't have an exact calendar. But Jeff, baby, if you want, add me on Google Calendar so I can keep up as the #1 source of all Sonic news. We even get to see them filming what looks like some sort of boat scene out in the ocean. Now, honestly, I have no clue what's happening here. I have some ideas, but I'm not certain. We can barely see some people on a boat, a couple on jet skis, and a helicopter. No, not an Apache attack helicopter. I don't even know what they're filming, but I assume the boat is filming the jet ski. But when you look at it, it's 2 people and 1 looks bald. I don't know for certain who this is, but I have a theory. I would think Eggman, but since Jim Carrey is reported as not coming, maybe it's a stunt double, or it's even possible that whoever reported he wasn't coming to Hawaii was just entirely false. We'll have to wait a bit more to get those answers. Okay, so let's get into something I've never seen before, because I think we've hit a sore spot with Paramount. Or maybe not even them, as this is unprecedented and has never happened before in the community. 2 Sonic tubers who talked about the wedding scene and showed this clip got their videos removed, and they were given strikes. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure how they used the clip, as their videos are as alive as Uncle Ben. I, however, am a journalistic news source reporting on this for educational purposes. Plus, this all falls under fair use as I'm using it transformatively, and any takedown is entirely illegitimate, as I am not the filmer of this footage, but rather commenting on the news as it's a popular public online clip, and it doesn't contain any of the Sonic Movie 2's copywritten footage. This is strictly news, and if this is from Paramount and they really don't want these clips to get out, it's called a closed set. A phone clip from a random bypasser and his child that goes wildly popular is worth reporting. And even crazier, the company claiming violation is RJ Media, also going by RJ Media Tech. Upon evaluation, I cannot find any trace of any RJ Media Tech. I found an advertising company with just RJ Media, but they had a nearly empty, almost fake-looking website that claims it hasn't been touched since 2017, the very cursed year. Their website is broken, the services page doesn't load, and there's a ton of incomplete elements on it. And the reason I'm saying this is to get across the point that if one of these Sonic tubers were to go to court, which it never would because it's in everyone's best interest to settle, this company would lose. Of course, assuming the judge ruled on existing fair use precedent. Now, I'm not even entirely certain this is Paramount because they have never done this before and have been previously cool with this type of stuff. I didn't see the IDW artists get flack for showing up, and up until now, nobody's videos have been removed and handed a strike. Official Sonic moderator Sam Procrastinates also made videos on the set, and he reacted to clips, none of which got taken down. I feel very strongly about this because without fair use, literally 99.5% of all content you watch could not exist. From Mr. Beast to PewDiePie to me, not comparing myself, of course. And literally everyone else. If you watch YouTube videos at all, you're on the side of fair use. Some people are saying, well, they're trying to get rid of spoilers. But where's the spoiler? We already knew they were going to Hawaii. We knew it was for vacation from their official copyright listing, and we have already seen plenty of pictures of this set. Plus, Sonic crashing I predicted before the clip even surfaced. So, in conclusion, this company removing a clip that they don't own from a dad and his son is absolutely absurd. RJ Media doesn't own it, and Paramount doesn't own it, who, by the way, I've worked with, and I doubt any of them would try to stifle creators like this, especially handing strikes and getting channels deleted. And I'll be honest, I doubt mine will be removed because that's even more absurd, as mine is not even a re-upload of the clip, but I even edited the clip to make it transformative itself, such as some details that weren't picked up in the original audio before I compressed it and analyzed it. But regardless, let's just continue. I'm already upset, and this is the second time recording this because my audio interface is dying. unaliving. The plot thickens. Okay, future Jaden again. I promise this is the conclusion of the copyright stuff. Then we can get into the rest of the Sonic news. So I can now say 100% these claims are illegitimate, which is what I originally thought. RJ Media is a small YouTube channel who did film some behind the scenes footage, none of which I used, so I'm in the clear. However, if I get a claim from them, now knowing it's not Paramount, whom I love, then I will be forced to take legal action. I'm not going to be pushed around like a lot of other creators, and I don't mind spending the money because I'll likely make it all back plus more. Like, yes, this guy has filmed some behind the scenes stuff which he is free to take down if it doesn't align his transformative content. However, he did not film anything I used in this video as his clips are from the Vancouver scenes, so I hope that can put a lot of creators at ease. Ironically, I see a lot on his website about faith in that lifestyle, which is ironic because this is maybe one of the most immoral things I've ever seen in the Sonic community, or at least like on YouTube, not including, you know, those people. But let's get into the last piece of Sonic news. There's going to be a whole Sonic X marathon on Twitch. It's Sonic Show Live, so go follow there, link in description. It will take a lot of persistence as this is going to be literally over 10 hours long. So feel free to pop in and turn on notifications so you don't miss it, as it's gonna be a blast, and I'm super excited for it. I'm loving streaming and trying out a lot of new things that other people just aren't doing, and I put just as much effort into those as I do these videos you're watching, so going and following with alerts really means a lot to me. So now we wait for more news, and I think we're gonna get some big drops very soon. In fact, this is recorded the day before Sega's E3 show, so we'll probably get the big updates tomorrow. As of the time recording this, so technically, if you're watching this, it's in the past. Time travel's so confusing! All right, lots of love. Peace!